Let's meet the teams. This first pair coming out of USC, ladies and gentlemen. They are absolute studs. The Trojans, who have won, I believe, technically 2 NCAA national championships, but that's just because it was the ABC national championship before that. So they're really 3-time defending national champions out of the University of Southern California. First player, 22 years young, originally out of Costa Mesa, California. Let me hear it for Sarah Hughes. And her partner, she was Sarah's partner for the last few years at USC. They went on, something like a 100-match win streak. Absolutely ridiculous. She's the blocker. She's at the net. She does great things at the net. Out of Placentia, California, she is Kelly Claes. And their opponents, one out of Cal State Northridge and one out of UCLA, 2 of my favorite schools. First player, the Matador, go Matadors, originally out of Bellflower, California, standing at 6 feet 3 inches tall, looking for her 4th AVP Tour victory this weekend. Let me hear it for the Fopsicle, Jennifer Fopma. And her partner, the Bruin, out of UCLA, a best finish of 5th place on the AVP Tour. She's done that 4 times and would love to take that down this weekend, get into the semifinals tomorrow. She's got 3 matches to go, and it starts right now. Let me hear it from Miss Kelly Reeves. Hughes and Claes against Fopma and Kelly Reeves. Great match to start the day. This is a stacked AVP New York City Open. Every single team is here. Why wouldn't you come to New York City? Net height good, Jen? We're good? Perfect. Right to the wrist. Here we go.
There it is with the first point of the match. Kelly Reeves with a nice serve, and looks like they had a little trouble there with the pass. Maybe a little early morning nerves up on the stadium. Kelly gives it right back. So we got a tied match here so far.
We'll switch sides at 5-2. Quick start for Fopma and Reeves. We switch sides at 7 combined points. 1 and 2. We're playing best 2 out of 3 sets.
Again, Jen Fopma is the veteran out here. And she's taking care of the balls at the net right now. So far, that's been the difference, is her taking care of all the close balls that come close to the net. Great crossbody swing from Sarah Hughes. that's a professional swing right there. It's safe to say that Sarah is more than ready to play at this level with swings like that. Oh, an unfortunate net call there. It was just the bill of Jen Fopma's hat that actually touched the net. Her body actually didn't touch it. Great scrappy play by Sarah Hughes there. Like Mark had mentioned before, Sarah and Kelly have just absolutely been dominating at the NCAA level, doing things. Obviously, it's a new sport, so obviously no one's done what they've done before, but it's so impressive, the streaks that they've gone on and how dominant they've been at the NCAA level. They've really they've set the bar to a really high level for all the young ladies and even the guys coming up. So these girls are leading the way for the next generation, and it's going to be fun to watch them as they progress here. Really clean, in rhythm line shot there, showing why they're so consistent and able to go on these long win streaks. I believe Mark said that they went on a 100-match win streak. Like, that's ridiculous. That means you don't have an off day. You're always on. You always have the target on your back, and you're still pulling out victories, which is just an unbelievable feat. So we have the two Trojans on one side, who are obviously young and in their first year professionally. And then you have UCLA Bruin on the other side. So a nice little rivalry that they're continuing at the pro ranks after they're graduated from college. And then Jen Fopma, of course, started her college career at Pepperdine and then went to Cal State Northridge to finish off her indoor career. So obviously beach is a new sport at NCAA level, so they haven't, Jen didn't get the opportunity to play in college like most of the older ladies haven't gotten that opportunity, but she had a very successful indoor career and she's been out on the beach for a long time now, so she's one of the most experienced veterans you'll see out here this weekend. Kelly Claes going a little too sharp on that cut shot. Set was off the net, so that's one of the harder shots to make. You got to put a little more height on that if you want it to drop in the right zone, but I'm sure she'll come back with a better one next time. Tried to change it up with a change of tempo there. Hammering down the line, but that went just out. Nice little cushion here for Jen Fopma and Kelly Reeves. So Kelly Reeves was the newcomer of the year in 2016. So I think it's safe to say that we have three of the most watched young stars out here, right here in this match, early Saturday morning. So it's quite a treat. I personally haven't been able to watch these ladies too much, so I'm stoked to get to finally watch them play, and it's fun to see them battle each other. And it's always fun to throw a veteran in the mix there, especially someone like Jen Fopma, who brings so much energy and experience. Nice dig there, but Jen couldn't pick it up. Just really clean swings from Sarah Hughes early in this match. Not doing too much, but just crisp, clean shots. Everything's going where she wants it to, and she's kind of setting the tempo on the side-out game. Sarah Hughes is, I think it's safe to say that she was the best player in the NCAA for basically 4 years straight. I mean, she won the national championship every year she was there and just absolutely dominated her entire career in college at USC. And Kelly Claes was actually her partner for 2 or 3 of those years, I believe, and they won the national championship twice together. And it's, I mean, these girls are ready to play. Their chemistry is there. They have all the experience together that they need. So they're definitely not overlooked by any team out here this weekend. And last year they made the semifinals in this exact tournament while they were still in college. They couldn't accept any prize money, which obviously is hard to swallow because when you earn the money, you want to accept it. But obviously with NCAA rules, they couldn't do that. So I'm sure that was a little tough, but worth going back to college and winning another national championship for sure. Kelly Reeves back to serve, 25-year-old out of UCLA. Again, just a well-placed shot by Sarah Hughes. It's that consistency, I'm sure, that's gotten her those 4 years of success in college, and it's translating out here very nicely. You know, on the women's side of things, I personally believe, obviously it's huge to be accurate with all your shots on the men's side and women's side, and to have that balance of power and finesse. But especially on the women's side, where there's a little more open court, there's a little more dropping going on, it's a little more cat and mouse where they're chasing down a lot of shots. If your location of your shots is good and consistent, that's going to be the key, especially on the women's side with their style of play. The difference between putting a ball in the general corner versus putting it in the last 2 or 3 feet of the court, right in the corner, is going to get you 2 or 3 more kills out of, let's say, 5 or 6 shots, and that's exactly what separates the top teams. It's that last 5 to 10% of your shots and hits. Are you placing them exactly where it needs to be, or are you kind of just putting it in that general area and giving the other team a chance? And I think this consistency I've been talking about with Sarah and Kelly has been the difference for them. Fopma and Reeves maintaining the lead here, though. There it is. Keeping that ball in play. Sarah Hughes with a great dig on one side, but Kelly and Jen are just staying solid, and Jen's taking care of every ball at the net, and I think that's been the difference here. Good play on both sides, but Jen Fopma is just dominating at the net. Every ball that comes tight, she's taking care of it, putting it away, not giving the other team a chance. As a veteran, you know that you have to do that every time. Wow, that one went about an inch out. Good eye by Sarah Hughes there. Jen Fopma staying aggressive on 2. Great decision there. Kelly Claes was not ready for that ball on 2, and I know for a fact that defenders get pretty frustrated when your blocker's not ready for that on 2 ball. Usually you're setting up on the person who passed it already, but at this level, you have to be ready on 2 every time. That's where the game is going, in my opinion. especially at the World Tour and professional level. You have to have an option to put the ball down on every contact. And as a blocker, it's a lot more work, but it's necessary to be ready. Wow, some great digs from the 2016 Newcomer of the Year. Kelly's a little older than these other two girls, so I'm sure she really wants this victory to show that she's the top newcomer out here. Kelly Claes with a nice shot up and over. It wasn't the best placement, but she took a look and saw the defender, so she just knew she had to keep it somewhere in the court. Didn't have to get it too deep. Look at that. That's a high-level volleyball player right there. Being able to touch that off the block and make the set is the biggest difference. And then if you're going to be a top player like Sarah's trying to be, you have to put that away every time, and so far she has. Nice clean high line, showing her experience out here from Kelly Reeves. So Reeves, Hughes, and Claes were all obviously the top players in the NCAA the last few years. But they're also all All-Americans, so it's quite a treat to watch them out here. It's like a post-college all-star game going on right here. Another clean side out. Sarah just looks really under control with her pass, with the set. There's intention behind each touch. And again, that says a lot about her consistency, why they're able to win consistently, because they're making the most of every touch and making it as easy as possible on themselves. Another tight ball, and Jen Fopma comes up with the point. Kelly Claes was in the net there, which was a little lucky for Jen, but it's a tight set. It looked like Kelly Claes just tried to attack it and touch the ball first, but Jen got on it first, being aggressive. And then it's another veteran point, to be honest. When that ball's tight, you have to be really aggressive. As a blocker, you should be on it first. You got to attack it and overpower the other person, and have intention behind whatever you're doing at the net. If you're passive, you're gonna lose. It's all happening so quickly that you just have to attack and have a plan. And if you lose, you need to cover yourself, but you got to take care of these tight balls. And there's another one that doesn't go Sarah and Kelly's way. Ooh. Nice line shot, but went just outside. That's one of the harder shots to hit from where she was. The set was a little off the net. She went with her wrist away down the line, knowing that Jen Fopma was pulling right there. That's probably the hardest dig to make when you're pulling off the net, because you're usually going to open up to the court. So Jen's going to open her body up towards the court because there's the best chance that the hitter's going to hit it that way. And then Sarah goes with the wrist away down the line. And all right, we'll be back with game 2 in a second. And we're back here on Stadium Court at the Hudson Rivers Park, Pier 26. We had a good, tight first set, but it went with the veteran and Kelly Reeves, the 25-year-old out of UCLA. And look at that. First set, Fopma and Reeves were winning all the balls at the net, and that's a perfect start, in my opinion, for Claes and Hughes, is to win that first point at the net. Oh, here we go. This is some good volley. What a play. Kelly Reeves is fired up after that, as she should be. Sarah Hughes made an unreal play, but Kelly matched the fire and dug a ball in the corner. Jen Fopma gave her a chance to work hard and get up to the net to finish it, and she did just that. Great deep swing. You notice Sarah's last few angle shots were more of cuts, so she noticed Kelly Reeves playing that to her cut shot a little, so she went deep to the corner with the hard driven. Oh, another ball at the net. One for Jen Fopma. It's close. There's like a 50-50 ball, but it takes that little extra effort, that little extra focus in that split second when that ball gets tight to win those battles. And like you saw right there, it was about an inch or two off from being a point for Hughes and Claes. Unfortunate play. Lucky roll for Jen Fopma. Another ball at the net lost for Claes and Hughes. Kelly Reeves just showing a lot of athleticism out there. She's flying all over the court and able to get up right away, get ready to side out. Takes a lot of effort, but she's obviously trained to do it. Oh, wow. The defender with the block. That shows you right there how good these girls are. Got defenders coming up and making blocks. Just high-level volleyball out here this morning. Check out this replay. Wow, I wonder how many blocks Sarah Hughes has gotten in college. I can't imagine they send her up to the net too often, but some good vision there, and as long as you put your hands in the right spot, you're going to get that block. Obviously. Look at that location. Barely tagged the back line, but at the pro level, you'll see a lot of players actually aiming for the line. If you can get that down consistently, you're gonna be a great player. And I know it sounds crazy because there's such a good chance that you can err if you're aiming towards the lines, but you're also opening the court up and making it much harder for the defender. So at the highest level, you'll see that a lot more. There it is. Just 2 inches off the line in that deep corner. Hardest shot to dig in the game. Looked like a kind of a mishit there by Kelly Reeves. She was trying to go with the cobra, as we call it, where you poke it with your open hand, your fingertips, to get a little extra reach on it, but I think she just missed it, let it drop too low, and the block was right there. Great line serve right there by Kelly Claes.
Serve makes it 6-5.
She's coming in with a little angle on her line of approach, and then she caught Kelly Reeves off guard with the cross body and did the exact same serve again. Look at that, making it look so easy. The most impressive part about that play to me was that pass. It's a fairly easy pass, but you could choose to put it just somewhere in the general vicinity, or you're gonna pass it perfectly. And that just shows her discipline right there, making it an easy set for Sarah and an even easier side out for herself.
On to Kelly Reeves.
There's a little miscommunication, and to me what I'm seeing here is Kelly Claes is not quite as engaged and ready on these on-two balls as she needs to be. Sarah's kind of yelling at her, and she's ready for these on-two balls, but Kelly's kind of ready for it to come on three, and I definitely know that feeling, but my partner, John Hayden, would ride me enough to for me to know that I can't do that, and it's been a huge part of my success, is just being engaged and ready on every point, because even if that just means 1 point a match or a set, it's well worth it, and that could turn around a match, which can start a run to win an entire tournament. But that's what you got to do at the elite level. There it is on two again. Probably Sarah's ball there, but I personally would be talking about that on two ball and making sure I'm communicating with my partner. What are we going to do next time that we see Jen go on two, and figure it out now so that it doesn't keep happening. Smart swing by Sarah Hughes. Jen Fopma was kind of all over the angle. She knew Sarah wanted to go deep, or sorry, wanted to go angle, but Sarah decided to reach a little higher, go high hands, and that's just a really good swing, especially on a 6-3 block. Pass and set was a little off there, and it created a tough swing for Kelly Reeves. She took a chance on that deep middle, but went a little deep. Look at that, tagging that back line again. Really good, clean shot. That's how you do it at this level. Great dig too. No block, so she put a little more pace on it. Got it down to the sand nice and quick. I'm personally very impressed with all of these ladies out here. This is one of the best matches that I've seen all weekend so far, just because the intelligence I'm seeing by these girls, and I mean, it says something about the future of the AVP and the talent that we have in the U.S. when these girls are coming out of college, playing at this level, playing with this discipline. And I mean, I'm taking notes. I'm not gonna lie. It's one thing to know what you're supposed to do, but to go out there and do it is a whole different thing. So it's a pretty thing to see, and they're setting a great example for the players that are coming after them, because we all know the NCAA is going to absolutely stack this tour by creating beach volleyball as a sport. Hopefully the men get to play a little one day. Obviously Title IX makes it tough, but I think the more that girls are successful, the guys will be right there. I personally know that I'm going to be out there putting in the work and helping the guys' side grow just as much as the girls. So it's really exciting. Fopma with the sky ball, free ball, giving her partner some time to come back. Nice cut shot.
12-7.
So that was kind of a cut hit. You'll see right here. She speeds up her wrist and reaches really high. If she would have done more of a shot, it wouldn't have gone down. She chose the right pace right there. Not a great decision to not block there by Kelly Claes. Not sure what she saw, but Jen Fopma made the right set. Looks like she couldn't decide what to do. She got frozen in no man's land and paid for it.
We'll take that technical timeout at 13-8.
There's a technical timeout at 13-8. Jen Fopma not too happy about that serve going into the timeout, but I'm sure she's telling her partner that she's not happy with it either.
Taking on Jeremy Casebeer and Johnny Mayer. 21-11 for Casebeer. And Mayer is set number 1, they need 7-6.
So we got Casebeer and Mayer playing
Kim Smith and CC. That's John Shee, the one women's qualifier team to make it to
We got some great matchups on the outer courts here, and look at the fans starting to pile in already early today on Saturday. Reed Pretty, the indoor Olympian, gold medalist actually from '08, just made the switch to the beach, and he's playing out there on the outdoor courts with Madison McKibben, one of the most athletic young guys out on tour. Really fun to watch. He's actually ambidextrous, so that team is just full of athleticism, and they're playing the veteran Johnny Mayer, who's another lefty, and then of course Jeremy Casebeer, who's just very physical and is kind of making his statement these days on the tour. There it is on 2 again. It looked like Kelly was ready this time. It was just an even better play by Jen Fopma. But she is engaged and ready and making Jen go up and over her this time, which will at least give Sarah a chance to run it down if she makes the read in time. A good play right there. Jen obviously wasn't aiming to pop that ball so high. I think she wanted to do the double hand tomahawk deep into the corner with a lower trajectory, but she kind of shanked it, so they missed out on that one. Oh wow, that was just a perfect cut shot.
Reeves, slicing the knife in 10-14.
Doesn't get much better than that. Oh. Kelly Reeves is just all over the place on defense, kind of all over Kelly Claes' shots there. That cut shot, I think, needs to get down to the sand quicker. If she can turn that into a little more of a cut hit to make Reeves play her base position a little further over, then she can set up her high line and her hard hit deep angle. But she's dropping her angle a little on that cut shot, which is slowing it down and letting Reeves make a play on it. But she came back hard right there with a different change of pace, and it worked. One-handed scoop dig by Sarah Hughes. And again, Jen Fopma's just dominating at the net. Any tight ball, any opportunity, and it looks like Kelly Reeves is putting it tight for Jen and just letting her dominate at the net. So it's a really smart play by her. Some of these balls are not even settable. She's just feeding Fopma on two, and it's been working the whole match, so I don't expect them to stop now. Great dig by Jen Fopma, but it looked like she struggled to find her positioning from where she wanted to hit at and get that set. So she didn't really get a good look at the court or a good approach, and she was blocked there.
And serve from Kelly Claes.
Kelly Claes with the ace. That ball is going straight into the corner. Caught Jen Fopma high, which is hard to do because she's 6'3", but that thing was perfectly placed. She went with her patented crossbody down the line serve that she's been doing all match this morning. Buried that one in the net though. Looks like she really likes that crossbody, but obviously you saw on the point before that she has that wrist away as well, which is just a deadly combo. Looked like Reeves thought she had that dig. Sure she'd like that one back. Caught her a little high. Oh, fortunate error there for Fopma and Reeves. Looks like they gave Sarah and Kelly a good chance there to put the ball away and turn a point, but Sarah missed the shot and gave it right back. Oh, Jen at the net.
Her first block of the match. Makes it 15.
That play was tough from the start for Hughes and Claes because of the pass, but Sarah actually made a great set out of it, but Jen Fopma seeing the tight set, pressing over, and just taking a lot of court. Little momentum here for Fopma and Reeves. So the pair out of USC choose to take a timeout and slow down that momentum. Like I've said before, Jen Fopma is full of energy, so you don't want to let her get going and firing her teammate up and feeling that energy for too long. Definitely hot out there, as you can see. I would be staying out of the sun as well, like you see Kelly Claes doing. Again, I'm Tri-born. I'm here this hopefully the rest of the year doing commentary on this live stream, giving my input. I'm usually out there on the court playing on the tour, but this year due to illness I'm sidelined, but I'm happy to share my insight, and I'm learning more and more about the game every day, so this gives me an opportunity to share my knowledge with everybody out here, and I'm just enjoying being on tour.
And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the four ladies back onto the court.
Here we go. It's always fun to watch what players step up in crunch time, and when the game's on the line, you're playing on stadium court, the crowd's pretty much filled in here, and these girls are young, so let's see how they handle this as the pressure builds. Good start with a really nice deep shot. It's safe to say that they've played in bigger pressure situations than this in their career, but they have even bigger opportunities ahead of them at the professional level. But I'm sure playing for a national championship has given them plenty of experience playing on TV and on the national stage. What a dig. Able to keep that ball in play, but even better play by the veteran over there. Jem Fopma making the dig, giving her partner an opportunity to put her back over on 2. Great dig. She's forced to keep that ball in play, but look at that set by Jem Fopma, knowing that Sarah Hughes is still on the ground. Just making the quick play. It's the tougher play to make, but that's what you do at this level. There's that clean, quick cut hit. You'll notice if she drops her elbow, it's going to go up and down and be a little bit more of a lob, which works sometimes when you need to get it over the block or you're doing a delayed shot. But when it's tight like that and the defender's playing that angle, you got to get it to the sand quickly. There's a tight ball blocked on the line. Kelly Claes making plays at the net, and that was the difference right there in this set. Now we got a battle here on our hands. Going to 3. Sarah Hughes all over the place. This is really high-level volleyball. It's actually a really good swing by Kelly Reeves as well, but even better block. Kelly was going for the tool. She saw the block there, but Claes was all over it. Looking over at the outer court here, and we got a battle going down there. This is just such a fun match to watch with, honestly, like 4 great athletes. We got 1 indoor Olympian, as I said earlier. It's really interesting to see how his style is changing from tournament to tournament. But the team with more experience, K-Spears got more experience than the young Madison McKibben. John Mayer's got more beach experience than Reed Pretty, so looks like they're handling them pretty well, just with that consistent beach knowledge. But this other team on the other side is definitely fun to watch, and they're getting better with every match, and I think everybody on tour can agree that they're seeing that. I wonder if Reed Pretty can be the newcomer of the year this year. Wouldn't that be funny? He's in his late 30s. I could be wrong. I want to say around 38, and that would be pretty funny if he was the newcomer of the year. There's a pure indoor swing right there. Reed Pretty's known for his cannon of an arm. He loves just I mean, he's used to having 2 blocks indoors, so. Back on the stadium with Sarah Hughes serving. Start the 3rd set. We'll keep you guys posted on what's going on in that outside court as things finish up out there, and see if McKibben and Pretty can pull off a comeback. Nice high line shot right there. Jem Fopma got a little piece of it, but it was just well placed. Nice high reach to get it over the block. One. Oof. You love those serves as a server. When it hits that tape and you're serving cross court to the sideline, it's either going to jump up and drop short, or it's going to jump up off the tape and go out of bounds. So you love it when it drops in for sure. Jen staying aggressive on 2. What a read by Sarah right there. Oh. Great plays on both sides, but ended by the veteran with just smart hand placement on that block. it was a quick set. Sarah didn't have too many options, so she just got over and took away her power shot, making Sarah make a difficult play, and ended up being the right choice. Those are some sweet hands from Kelly Claes right there. On the ladies' side, it's a little more rare to see them setting with their hands consistently, but these girls have all the skills, and seeing some really nice sets out there. I personally am a fan of the hand set. If I can do it, if I can get my hands on it, I'm going to set it with my hands, and I think that makes it a lot easier for my partner. Jen staying aggressive on 2. Going on 2 has always been a key factor, but nowadays it's almost like a first option, and hitting that third contact is becoming the second option of offense. You know, obviously every sport just develops over the years as the players get better, and young players get to grow up watching the veteran players and just keep advancing the game, and that's part of it. Is you'll see on the World Tour as well, is a lot of players are going on 2 and making it a regular part of their offense. John Hayden and I, the last 4 years probably ran the on-2 ball more than any other American team, and so I'm obviously a fan of it, and I think it's the future of our sport. Makes it really hard on blockers and defense, but that's what we want, right? To keep raising the bar of our sport. Good high reach from Fopma. Looks like she's just got a little longer reach, and she's keeping it high, and Kelly Claes isn't quite able to get the blocks on her. Love it. Hasn't used that shot all day yet, but what better time to bust it out. It's really hard to get it down over a tall blocker as well. Both teams making plays. Wow. Look at that. That's a veteran play right there. She's a rookie on tour, but obviously doesn't lack experience with how much she's played at the NCAA level and the junior national level. Nice little volleyball play right there. Great shot. Nice pokey. Another short overshot. Both of these ladies have used it once in the last few points. Smart choice. I wonder if maybe they talked about it and saw that might be open, which will make Kelly Reeves think twice about stepping into that cut shot too early, at least. There's that crossbody line serve that went into the net. That's probably one of the most probable serves you're going to see go into the net, because you have to make sure you contact it high. If you let it drop at all, it's going to take longer for your arm swing to come all the way across your body. So you have to get on it early, or else it's going to drop low and you're going to bury it in the net. The ladies still battling, going back and forth, and now we're into our second half of the third set. Who's going to step up? got an update from Court 1. K-Spear and Mayer finished off that match and won it 21-19, so it got pretty close out there. Looks like the fans are gathering around a lot out there on the side courts, but Mayer and K-Spear taking that one down. Eight, here we go. That's a great block. Just good hand placement. One of the tougher blocks to make. You really have to stay disciplined and press over when they're coming back to that low line. But you can't let them have that low seam either, so you got to keep your hands apart. Make sure that you seal off that line and know exactly how much space the hitter has.
And make it a 3-point advantage.
The veteran on 2 again. It's these on 2 balls that Jen Fopma is taking care of that's making the difference in this match, in my opinion. Both teams are playing really well. All the young ladies are playing at a very high level, but it's just these small plays on 2 that Fopma's putting down, taking advantage of, that are making the difference. Keep in mind, here's some of the shot of some of the fans that are still lingering around for the next match that they have coming up out there. There's a bunch of good battles out there today. I'm excited to watch it, at least from afar, hopefully get over there in between matches. And there you see the scores of that last match. Pretty and McKibben found their rhythm a little too late, but that's a team to for sure watch out for. Here we go, the most dominant NCAA team ever, if I'm not mistaken, on one side of the net, and then we have the veteran and the AVP 2016 Newcomer of the Year on the other, in the third set in the Contenders bracket. Nice clean shot. That's a huge side out. Oh, that's a huge side out right there. Don't want to let them give up that 3-point lead. These girls are clutch. Another high line there, off the block. Now remember, if Fopma and Reeves can keep it close on match point, the rules are going to change to old school scoring, where you have to be serving to win the match, and you can't get a let serve, which means you can't let the serve can't hit the tape on the way over or the net. Just like in tennis, you get a fault on that first, but if you get a double fault, then it's a side out for the other team. So there's a lot of comebacks at the end of matches these days. Nice, easy shot by Fopma. Looks like Sarah's got a few words for her partner there. Jen's got a few words for her partner. Two captains of their teams stepping up in these clutch moments and giving their insight. Oh, they try to go on 2, and unfortunate miss. Like I said, if it's close at the end of the game, it's really anyone's match or anyone's opportunity to finish it out. 12 to 13. This is what we want to see. Fopma back to serve with the standing float. That's a little too easy. Fopma chose to kind of give it to Hughes, not challenge her too much with the serve, and she paid for it. Here we go. We got side out rules from here on out. As long as Fopma and Reeves side out, they can't lose this match. Uh-oh. A chance to win it. There it is. Clutch. 15 to 12 in the third. Ladies are moving on and looking to better their finish last year, which would mean making the finals. Here's a replay of that match point. A lot of discipline with Sarah staying home and digging that middle ball, and then great set and great finish by Sarah. They're fired up.